What is the funniest thing a doctor ever said to you? Post-exploratory biopsy following a weird MRI. Well, you're a mutant, but your superpower is dumb. I grew an accessory spleen. Had a nasty throat and tonsil infection, and went to the doctor, who looked in my throat and went, "Ew, that looks gross." I said, "Is that your professional opinion?" And he says, "Yep, that's the grossest thing I've seen in weeks." He was a super nice doctor, and I knew he was just joking. He then gave me some nice meds and sent me on my way. My husband had an enormous inguinal hernia, a hernia that goes into the testicle. When his doctor saw it, he actually dropped his professionalism and blurred out, "Oh my God, what is that?" Which is funny now, but at the time was a little bit disconcerting. My regular gynecologist was called away, so I had a man instead of my usual lady. That's always a little awkward anyway, but when I told him I was getting married soon, he yelled, "Love, love, let me see the ring," so while my feet were in the stirrups. And he was down there doing whatever he was doing, I had to hold my hand down so he could look at it. I'm a 43-year-old male. Doctor walked in real fast, head down, went straight to the sink to wash his hands. Said I have great news while washing his hands. You're pregnant. Turned around, looked at me and said out loud, "Damn me, wrong person." I had a conversation with a new shrink when I was 12. "Do kids ever bully you?" he asked. "Sometimes," I responded. "About your nose?" he said. "No," I replied. That was when I found out I have a big nose, and the world has not let me forget about it since. My wife and I had our child late in life, and knew we were going to be one and done, so a vasectomy was going to happen. Where I live, you need a doctor's referral to get one. Coincidentally, my appointment to get said referral was the same week that I started my paternal leave. At my appointment, Doc walks into the room and says, "You've been on pat leave for 2 days and you already want a vasectomy?" Me, with red curly hair at the obgyn, "Your hair is so pretty. Is it natural? The color or the curl? I'll find out about the color in a minute." We both died laughing. She didn't mean to say it, but oh my God, it was hilarious. So sad she retired. My midwife was wrist deep inside me doing a difficult cervical check when she suddenly goes, "Hey, your socks match." At the time, I had too many patterned socks to keep track of, so I usually had mismatched socks at my appointments. So when I had a matching pair for once, she noticed during the most awkward moment ever. I went to the ER in seriously bad abdominal pain. I couldn't explain it, since everything was seemingly running fine. Scant, but fine. As it turned out, I was still massively backed up, almost to the point of impaction. The doctor, who was a good, goofy guy, said, "Ma'am, sorry to tell you, but your diagnosis is that you're full of shit." I cracked up and said, "How long have you been waiting to use that one on a patient who won't complain?" Him, forever. Was looking to get a breast reduction, and the plastic surgeon lifted up my breast and dropped it, looked at me and said, "Yeah, they're heavy." I had a GP who was a bit of a jokester, and he was booked to remove a mole from my back. When I got there, he told me he was very sorry, but they were out of anesthetic. The nurse told him off. Then he said, "Nah, kidding, we have heaps. We get the cheap stuff from China." Not doctor, but first time I went to my current dentist and he examined my teeth. It went something like this. Dentist: "Oh, looks like you still have all 4 wisdom teeth." Me: "You never got them pulled." Dentist: "Yeah, and you don't need to. You have a lot of space back there. You actually have a really wide jaw." Me: "Haha, thanks." Dentist: "No, it's not bad. It's just your whole head is really big." He seemed really excited about my wide jaw and big head. I smashed my left pinky toe into a door frame, hurt like a mother. Went and got it x-rayed and yep, fractured. A month later, I'm at a routine podiatrist visit and my toe is swollen, purple, and the toenail is black. I'm explaining to the doc that I fractured it. He looks closely at my mangled little piggy and says seriously, "Yeah, you're going to lose that toe." In about 3 seconds, I went through shock of losing a toe, acceptance of losing a toe, and determination to continue living without a toe when the doctor says, "Sorry, I mean toenail. You're going to lose that toenail." I was in for my STD results. Doctor, male 50, bursts through the door and looks me up and down. "Well, well, well. Looks like you've had your weekend of debauchery and now the cows have come home to roost." Then he opens up the file and stares at it and then looks me dead in the eye. Deadpan: "You're clear, so it was only half a regret for you now." taking son into respiratory clinic to get tested for asthma, and he was worried about shots. I said to the doctor, "No shots today, right?" Without missing a beat, he goes, "Not for him, but I could probably rustle up a couple of glasses and some tequila." We had never been to this doctor before, but he was awesome. Doctor pulled up my lab tests on the monitor. This was back when they were still formatted for DOS patient data systems and just basically white text on a black screen. He was paging down and a section came up on the screen which was bright red text and had a box made of asterisks around it. He said, "Wow." Me, "Is that bad?" Doctor, "I've never seen a result like this before." Me, Doctor, "I didn't even think this system could use color or make boxes." Me, Oh, okay. So, it's nothing bad then?" Doctor, "Oh no, it's bad. I mean, not horrible, but something we definitely need to address. It's just," he makes explosion hand gesture and giggles, "red stars. In your face. Never seen that before." He was actually a remarkably competent doctor, but very, very new and excitable. I was VP at a bank and managed a spiral fracture in my foot while playing in a ball pit. The orthopedic surgeon asked where I'd managed that injury. I told him I'd done it at the City Museum. For those unfamiliar, the City Museum in St. Louis, MO, is a 12-story shoe factory that's been converted into the biggest, baddest backyard fort on Earth. Slides, tunnels, catwalks, gargoyles, ramps, and an immense ball pit filled with 10-inch playground balls. The doctor started laughing and said, "Oh, I love the City Museum. It's put all 4 of my kids through college."